Alright, what is going on, guys? Today, the new journey begins. We have started a brand new Football Manager 2021 save with Sunderland, which comes with so much story. Right now, you know, there's the Netflix series with Sunderland Till I Die. Recently, their manager, Phil Parkinson, he was relieved of his duties as well. So it's really fitting. I think they're just about to announce a new manager in real life as well. So it's really fitting to take the reins myself and see what we're going to do. They're in League One. There is so much to take a look at right now. If you can see the board's expectations for a second, they want us to get playoffs. So there's big expectations. They want to see development in the club, get them back where they used to be. I remember growing up, seeing them in the Premier League and even in playing in Football Manager. Funnily enough, they always used to be a bogey side for me. Like when you'd play away in the league against them, they'd be more tricky than they initially would appear. So yeah, this is going to be a really fun save. So if you're new, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on the story here. Sunderland taking back to the Premier League and see how far we can go. So if we initially take a look at the club, we have got a pretty solid captain in Max Power. He's 27 years of age, really strong midfielder. So I'm excited to work with him. Very excited to work with Max. And then, of course, a key player. It was only fitting that another Australian like myself is part of the team. Not just part of the team, but actually a key player as well. Bailey Wright, who I've always had good opinions about his football, about his defensive ability as well. I think he is a quality player for this level of football. So he's a good leader. He's a good leader to have, and even on that as well, 15. But in terms of being a quality player, so he is also the vice captain. He'll be the deputy to Power, so I like that so far. Just the first initial things we're looking for. Dan Neal, the highest potential player, and he doesn't look too bad at 18, to be fair. I don't reckon he'd be too far off the first team. So, yeah, we see this is the first day. This is the first day at the club, boys. We're getting all our initial messages. You got Aidan McGeady there as well. I can see maybe in a real life term, like he's not part of the future, but I think I like his ability. I reckon he can push us. He's always been a talented player, but he's clearly aging. He's lost that pace now. Leadbitter. So these 34-year-olds, I can see the logic. They want to get these boys in. Let's get a few 34-year-olds. Grant Leadbitter as well, who's been at the club for years. If we go over to his history, he moved to Middlesbrough, then he's come back. Or he's been at Sunderland for a lot of seasons. That sounds better, because he did move on. Yeah, when I said they were back in the around that time, because I got introduced to Football Manager around 2007, 2008. So that's really what I was meaning there. Most definitely, back in the day, they were a bit of a bogey side for me. So now let's turn that around. Danny Graham. These are all guys, they're not going to be part of the future, but they could be part of the rebuild if they could help us get into the championship by next season. So there's quite a bit here, and there's some decent potentials as well. Look at this Denver Hume. He's not someone you want to see running out of his contract. He looks like he has good potential, and his current ability is pretty solid as well. There's a few of these boys that we're going to analyze as we go on. But through all those standard stuff, I'm going to go through on my own. On this first introduction episode, we're going to take a look at the squad, and then we're going to work in the preseason. You guys can leave your thoughts where I need to reinforce, and then I'll go through the preseason, and we'll see how we work that out come the next episode. So this is our squad. This is my squad view here. It's pretty solid. We get a lot of information, but we got two keepers. If we take a look at our keepers, they seem to have a similar value, very similar ability. Let's take a look at Lee first. He's a 27-year-old. He's solid. I reckon it's going to be up to training performances. I judge that a lot. So whoever's playing the best in training and in the preseason, give them both a fair go. We're going to see who'll be our starting keeper for the year. We already talked about Bailey Wright. Don't need to touch on him too much. Also, Tom Flanagan, the Northern Ireland player there, Northern Irish. He's pretty good. He's a pretty solid player for the team. 3.5 current ability. Just another one. Another one of those centre halves in the team. 28 years old, comes with good experience. We got Jordan Willis as well. Jordan Willis, a 25-year-old, another centre-back. I feel we're good with our defenders. If we're quickly looking at that, I think we've got good coverage for the season. All depends the shape we're going to play as well. And then, next up, all right, Arbennets. Let me know how to pronounce this guy's last name especially. But he's a really strong, good balance. Not really a key attribute for a defender, but it's always good to have, high attributes where you can. So, he looks okay. We've got a couple of these 3-star guys. Dion Sanderson, who's only on loan, I believe, from Cardiff, as you see there, on Wolves. He was at Cardiff. There you go. There you go. Cardiff was his last. Yeah, that's where he was last year. I think I saw him there. So, anyway, that was... He's a good player. He's a good player. And of course, it says Wolves there. Yeah, he's on loan. Dion Sanderson is on loan from Wolves. He looks like a reasonable type. I reckon he could be very, very good this season. For us, Connor McLaughlin, if we take a look at him, right back, again, versatile. I'm very happy with this team. I reckon we're capable of getting a promotion here. Another 25-year-old Luke O'Neill. There, I love multiple positions and natural. Yes, he could be right back, right wing back, but more so centre mid and right wing back. Yeah, that's why I see as two positions. I don't see right back and right wing back as two different positions. You know what I mean? Because you can just push him up there. Callum, left back, 26 years old, 3-star player. Good. It's good he can be natural, but it's good you can do that because it's just important for the versatility in your tactics. To play left back, left wing back. Denver, we already touched on. 21 years old. So he's still going to develop, but not as much as like a 17, 18-year-old. But it's always good to have that potential in him. Grant Ledbetter, yeah. So we've got a great team. I'm glad we've got these 34-year-olds, these experienced lads. They're going to help the younger guys and obviously be good players for this first season. We've got a really nice setup here. George Dobson, another youngster, but his mentals are like one of an experienced player. If we take a look at this, he's come through. He was at Arsenal. His name looked very familiar to me, but yeah, I hadn't seen a lot of him. Mentally superb. Oh, just scouting. I've seen him before. Where's he been? He's had a bit of a career so far. A regular in the Championship, so he should be a good player. Sunderland paid $250K for him, so yeah, he's another one. Pretty strong mentally. I mean, one of them is aggression, but work rate, I always rate that, funnily enough. Yeah, rate Josh, yeah, he's Dobson and Scowen. They're going to be a couple of good players in the team for us. So if we go to Lyndon Gooch, the American, he's strong on both feet. We'll point that out as well. So that's very handy for a winger. You could probably train him over on the right side. And yeah, we're gonna take a look at that. And Max Power, we already touched on Max Power. He's a leader. He's a leader at the club for sure. Quality player. Aidan McGeady. Won't talk too much about Aidan McGeady. We know about him. As I said, he's probably not going to play beyond this season. Chris Maguire, who's a creative type. Why does his face? He doesn't. I reckon he's trying to look intimidating. Well, at least he is from the spot. I reckon with that penalty taking and that look on your face, you're going to be scaring the goalkeeper, or putting some doubts in the goalkeeper's mind, I reckon. Yeah, he's 31-year-old as well, but he's got a contract beyond this season for a couple, all right? So, yeah, he's not a bad player. He'll be good for us. And, yeah, Aidan O'Brien. Aidan O'Brien is 26-year-old, 4-star potential, but he is 26. Like, that's more than his current ability. Maybe we could improve in his attributes here or there, but you wouldn't expect too much. Maybe mentals. He's reasonable on his weaker side, so that's good. You can put him striker position. He's got a few traits like him. I'm liking these boys already. Jack Diamond. Jack Diamond as a winger. Jack Diamond is a winger. He's a youngster, but I feel he's going to be one of those younger players that's not going to get as good as you're going to need. That's just my early opinions on Jack. Jack Diamond. Lovely name, though. Jack Diamond. How about that? Imagine if we end up using a diamond formation. That would be fitting. So yeah, Danny Graham, once more. We touched on him a little bit, but we know, these older likes, these 34-year-olds, we know those players. Well, I'm more knowledgeable about those and what they can do. Yeah, if we take a look at Charlie, he's a 3-star striker. He's okay. I don't think he's going to be our best. I reckon he could be deputy to Danny Graham, even though they're similar quality if we see in their ability comparison. And actually, if we do that, Aidan O'Brien is rated right up there. It's interesting. I see him more as a winger, though. That is absolutely for sure. But if we head back, you know who's going to be a key man. Will Grigg. To be fair, he probably will be our pen taker. Just because he's a striker. We've got a couple of guys at 17, which of course, is handy. But yeah, he's going to smash in a lot of goals. 14 finishing. I wouldn't say all his attributes together look outstanding. Again, if you go to his history, like, he's a known striker. He's done it around... He's done it in League One. He's done it in League One before, but his most... Man, the season before, only one goal. Maybe that's why he's been just a little bit. Maybe just been a little reduced in his ability. But, I mean, with 14 finishing and some other okay attributes, I think he will score goals for us still. So, one of our key messages was the tactics induction, where you create your first tactics. So, we've done that. We reviewed our team, and one formation's really stood out for me. Oh, the style of game we're going to play. I won't lie, I've kind of been a fan of the Gegenpress. So, we're going to click that initially. And we're more so going to the formation. That's not, none of the, yep. I was going to say, nah, all right, 4-4, diamond narrow. There you go. That's not even, at least 4-4-2's there. That's why I saw, yeah, 4-4-2. 4-4-2 is the formation we were on a roll with. Even though I feel we may need to roll with one striker unless we can find someone on the market. But, yeah, we're gonna make our initial changes. But if we do a quick pick there, I just feel we will need one more man, I think. Leave your thoughts if we go back to it anyway. Yeah, we have 3-4 strikers. If we take a look at our budget, that's not a bad budget for League One, to be fair. And I feel at that level, League One is still where I prefer free transfers. So if we chuck a bit more into, not all of it, I don't like to completely just splash it or just, yeah, change it all in that way. I reckon, yeah, 22.5 is enough to attract. If we do a quick scouting, yeah, a lot of information here. Say the first guys pop out just out of interest. He's popped up. This guy is on 2.3k per week. He's at AFC Wimbledon. He's in this division. So League One players will be able to attract someone. He was more example. He was going to be the example for us there. So guys, this was the introduction episode. Hopefully you liked it. Get your suggestions up in the comments. Where do you think we need to improve with that money we do have? Any of those first team players that you don't think are going to be good enough? I actually feel like if we sort by ability as well, all right, we don't have many poor players. And especially when one of these diamond is a younger lad, and Remy Matthews, he'll either be a goalkeeper or the backup to the goalkeeper. Then the next lowest is 3-star. I reckon Sunderland, we've got a very solid squad. I'm quite happy with the squad. So let us know what you guys think. So I'm going to play through the preseason. I'll give your suggestions a consideration in terms of where we spend the money. Maybe there is someone you think that won't provide something to the team. And even saying that we've got a whole under 23s, we can take a look. Dan Neal we already did. But then, look, Benjamin, I didn't even check him. Yeah, he's another one. Look at his eyes. But he's got a bit of potential. So he could find himself in the team as well. But he's got to grow a little bit more. He's got to show that. And look, Anthony Patterson. He's another contender. He's another contender for a goalkeeper. He could take over those other guys. So I'm really liking the team. You got Morgan Feeney as well, another centre half. His agility is 16, so he's very quick. Even though 9 pace, only 5 stamina though. So we've got a lot of just options to analyse. That's what I like. Anyone in the under 18s though. Look at this. Adam Richardson is another keeper with potential. We've got young keepers, which is something good. And yeah, those are the probably standout. Or he is the probably standout out of the youth squad. So yeah, things are looking really, really impressive. Early days. On my first day here at Sunderland, we've got big things to do. I'll be uploading a video every single day in this series until we reach the very end. So be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Have the notifications on so you do not miss a thing. This will be a huge story. And I will see you guys next time.